I also want to thank Zahir Sharaf and Tazeen Zahir. I don't see here. He's here, and Tazeen actually, all this arrangement and everything that you're seeing, Tazeen is behind this. So I want to thank you. Very good. And Raza and Naja, they have been helping out, and each and every meeting they've been making phone calls to make sure people come, and then everyone, we have the right amount of people in the audience. So thank you so much for Raza. So when this entity was started, we had registered, and I had just mentioned to a group of people that we had started this entity. Dr. Saqib Nasir said, don't let anybody write a check, because I'm going to be the first one to write this check. And he just vanished for a little bit, got his checkbook, and wrote the first check, and that was the first check. So it's Saqib, you're the #1 supporter. There's Atik Bhai and Faryal, you've been instrumental in helping out, so I want to thank you for everything that you do, and you continue to help locally in your own community and beyond. So thank you so much for your leadership and help. And Tariq Farid, I was going to say Dr. Tariq Farid, but Tariq is truly a hero in so many ways, because whenever there is a challenge in the community of people learning about the difficulties and how to cope and be successful, Tariq inspires people in a manner that you are in a state of high for about a few weeks. So it's almost therapeutic. So if anybody's ever depressed, you should just maybe YouTube Tariq's speeches, and then you will actually feel great for weeks after that, because he truly is an inspirational leader who's revolutionized efficiencies and really has been immensely helpful. I know Abul Islam is here as well. Abul, thank you for your help and your support as well. And I know Gaurav Patel and Parul Patel are my great friends who are here. They're part of the community who will be reaching out for your help. Thank you so much for all that you do. And I saw Mike Farina here earlier. Mike, thank you for being here. And Jeff, both of you are instrumental. They are actually the experts on how to run campaigns. And they are, if you're stuck in the middle of a situation and then you say, well, I know who can answer that question, and you call Mike, and then in the middle of the night you'll get a text back, yeah, this is how you do it. And it's great to have such an immense resource so close by, and a friend who can help out and understanding and doing the things that we need to do as a part of this process. And so I have to tell you something interesting. So in this room about 20 years ago, or in this hotel which used to be Marriott, my life changed. And it was about in 1995 in September, I got married to a beautiful person. And this beautiful person keeps getting beautiful every single day. And my love for her increases every single day. Just when I say, okay, it can't get even more, but that's when I realize, well, it can. And then alhamdulillah, it does. So, and can you imagine living with me, who's like all over the place, who's been to war zones, who's been to earthquake sites, who's been to all these places, and his wife would let him do that and recognize that it is okay, we need to make a difference in our capacity. So I wouldn't be able to do anything without you. It's not possible. And Taha and Tasin, my children, and I'll just share a small incident or our conversation between my older son Taha, who's not here today, but he's in Washington, D.C., and Tasin. So when children are growing, they want their father to be close by, and if the father is doing some things or the other, and then you are making a difference, you're not able to be with them, they ask, why are you not there? What's going on? And then you explain to them the challenges that are there. So one day Taha said, you know what? I don't want the world to get better. I want my father. And it was basically an important thing for me to recognize that maybe I need to slow down a little bit and be there. And then I try to balance as much as I can, but when your children are, they have sacrificed quite a bit, and I cannot thank them enough for what they do, but they are also the fuel, the energy that everyone who is a parent, when you look in the eyes of your children, you want this world to be a better place for your children. And then that's the energy that we need, that's the energy that they give me, so that we can make sure that our children collectively have a better place than we found it. And it's very, very much doable. And I know and I believe deeply that it's true. I want to share a little bit about listening and responsibility, and I want to share a story. So a few months ago, I had a problem with my car. And I went to get the car checked at the mechanics. And I was sitting there, and a gentleman came up to me. And he said, are you Dr. Anwar? I said, yes, I am. He said, I want to thank you. I said, what for? He said, a couple of years ago I got married, and you saved my wife's life. I said, tell me more about that. He said, well, about a couple of years ago, his wife had come to see me for her respiratory problems, and she was going through some personal stress. And he said, and explained to me about that, and actually I do not till this day remember who that person is, but I know the story that he told me. So, and she was going through stress and difficulty, and this is my friend. This is our mayor from Manchester, Jay Moran, my good friend. And Mayor Moran is actually, he's a very close friend, but he's also a person who the two towns work collaboratively, and we've been able to do so much and then save the taxpayers of both the towns through our collaboration. And that's the regionalism, the coordination is a part of the blessing, and I cannot thank you enough for your leadership for what you do. So thank you for being here. So back to my story. So what happened was, he said a couple of years ago, she had come to your office, and then she had come for a respiratory problem, and then she had personal problems, and you just listened, and you provided support. What I did not know was that she was suicidal, and she obviously did not share that with me, because if that was the case, I would have taken appropriate action about prevention. But she actually had it in her mind. But the fact that she had nobody to talk to, nobody to listen to, and nobody to show her some support, and it was her personal challenges. So our conversation, and I had, frankly, because I don't even remember who it is and what it was, all I can tell you is that I was placed in that position to listen and be responsible. And just by being able to listen and being responsible, this lady, according to her, she changed her mind. And then when she got married, she shared it with her husband, why she had changed her mind in her deepest, most difficult situation. And I think what I continue to learn every day is that listening is a blessing as well. God has given us 2 ears and 1 mouth. So it's important to try and use the listening capacity as much as we can. And that has allowed me to try to be a better listener. And since I've been in my responsible position in the town council and as a mayor, I actually have regular office hours. And these office hours are focused towards listening to people in the community if there are any challenges, any difficulties, any problems people have, that we would be able to try and recognize what we can do to help them. And I would not be able to do those solutions and responsibility from listening and making a plan if I did not have a team of supporters and then friends within the town council. And I'm blessed that I have 2 of my council members over here. I want to introduce them again. And Andy, you do not stand up all the time. You have to stand up and be recognized. Andy Paterna. And Liz Pendleton. They're here for this council, we've been able to try and address things. And I have to read this list because it's in the last 1 year and 7 months or 8 months, we have in this town of South Windsor, we have a new ambulance service with capacity to provide paramedic service, which many towns do not have a full-time paramedic service available, and we have to literally, can you imagine politically how it would work out if the the board of the entire ambulance service is town residents, and they don't want to change the town ambulance service, but to change it because it needs to be done, because the service is not as strong as it needs to be. So you're actually going to potentially give up your political career to change the ambulance service, but what is the right thing to do? The right thing to do is to provide service to the community and then not worry about the politics of the situation. Make sure that the ambulance service can take care of emergencies for people irrespective of who is running the show. And then we were able to do it collectively. We actually had to do a number of things for that. We are making an emergency operations center in our town, which is going to help collaborate with some of the other towns. We are working on the road support with some $12 million planned. We are also collaborating regionally. We are increasing our job growth. We have some companies that have had 300 new jobs in the town of South Windsor. We are so fortunate to have that. We have actually investments coming from South Korea in our town. We have about $150 million worth of investment this year alone in my town. And these are changes that have happened because we created mechanisms and we collaborated with our partners. We actually, instead of saying that we are going to fight in business with the regional towns, we are actually one unit. Because when Manchester is successful and East Hartford is successful, South Windsor is successful and vice versa. So that actually has changed the game for our region. And frankly, the growth of Connecticut is going to be in the eastern part of the east of the river. And that's something that we have been working on in collaboration with our fellow mayors, and we are working on energy assistance for the people in the community. Economic development is something that's important. We are actually going to have a cricket field in the town of South Windsor. So that means that when you have enough South Asians in the room, nobody claps about 300 new jobs. They clap about the cricket field. That's good. But that's some of the things that we are working on. And we actually have created a mechanism of telephone reassurance. The seniors who live alone, we actually have created a mechanism that there are phone calls made to make sure they're safe. And if they don't pick up the phone, we have a mechanism to make sure that we check on them. Because we want to have a society and a situation where we actually take care of all of our community, irrespective of their ability to pay, irrespective of what their system and situation is. We are working towards taking care of each and every individual in our community, and that's what our policy strategy is, that we are not going to serve one community, we are going to serve everyone. And that's how we've been working. So, and again, this is from the listening and working together to find solutions. I want to share another small story that Charlie had alluded to. About, I think almost 2 years ago, one of my patients came to me and he said, well, you wrote a prescription for me to stop smoking. I went and got the prescription at CVS.